Okay, always good to shake things up a bit with the cheesy intro sequence at the start. So our title today is The Issues About Huge Debt. The Issues About Huge Debt. We're going to explore the effects of debt on developing countries. Now, we'll make it very clear that with COVID, this country is currently in a huge amount of debt, and probably is the biggest amount of debt since wartime. So you might have started to argue that we really shouldn't be worried about other people's debt right now because we've got a big enough pile of it ourselves to sort. And I can certainly see that argument. But equally, in a world of fairness that we're in, or claim to be in, surely we've still got a responsibility to other people. You're going to have to decide on that. We're going to be thinking about that during today's session. So as always, do pause me as we go and write down anything you need to. So there's your title, The Issues About Huge Debt. We're going to explore the effects of debt on developing countries. It's going to be a good outcome if you can describe how debt can affect people. It's going to be great if you can explain how debt in some countries is really unfair and people are unable to break free from it. It's going to be even better if we can evaluate if we've actually got a responsibility to maybe cut the debt that we stand no chance of ever gaining back, to give a fresh start, a debt-free chance. So we're going to read information, we're going to look at Christian value of hope and justice as well. So just sort of two major ideas today is what's the issue, we're going to explore the issue, and there'll be a reflection as well. So, should debt always be repaid? Now I want you to imagine for a second that you owe money to someone. You owe so much interest on that every day you don't pay back, you end up paying more, owing more and more and more, to the point that you're never going to be able to pay them back. So you say, okay, we'll give people a handout. Well, that's what's happening here. Let me just move. There we go. So for every $1 that countries give in aid to developing nations, the developing nations lose 2. So their debt is being doubled because of the way that we have lent money or given money to developing countries. That I just think is absolutely shocking. We're not, we might be saying, oh, well, we'll give you some debt release, we'll help you a little bit. Well, yeah, we might help them a little bit, but we give with one hand and take back even more with the other. I've got a couple of clips to show you from, I'm going to be resourcing Make Poverty History, which was a group that was around about 20 years ago, the year 2000. They had a resurgence in 2009. But the facts still remain the same, unfortunately, because it never happened. The promises that were made never really materialised. So let's just watch these couple of clips now, just to help you think, should we demand it to be repaid? Let's watch this now.
Money, 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 money. Nothing but money.
Family borrowed money from someone we never met, and every day we save up the little bits that we get. Just wanna live a simple life, sing a simple song, but there's a hole in the bucket, something's gone wrong. When we started out, they told us one thing, that they could help us out of all the problems we've seen. Problems brought about by colonial wars and giant corporations who be opening stores. We said move to the city to work in factories where you can make the products we're selling overseas. We sure you're gonna like all the guns that we send. But did we tell you about the $1,000,000 rent? Working fingers to flesh and the bone, just to try to keep up with the interest alone. But still we keep paying to even up the score. But every day they come back and they pile on some more. Cause there's a hole in the bucket.
So hit me with the radio.
Eliza.
Glory to God.
There's a hole in the bucket.
So hit me with the radio.
Eliza.
So there's a hole in the bucket.
So hit me with the radio.
Eliza.
Glory to God.
There's a hole in the bucket.
So hit me with the radio.
How much is that?
Saa hii naelekea kuwa kuna mtoto mwingine kwa tumbo bwana.
Glory to God. So hit me with the radio.
Weka hapa. Hata nione.
na watu wengi kama yaksini
Amepata.
baba anasuka maki
Wacha Mungu.
Sio uongo, ni kweli.
Aya,
Nitafanya
wacha niende
Toa.
chini. Aya, twende. Tokeni haraka. Okay.
wewe bwana.
This is the money we owe you.
What's this?
Thank you very much.
Give me some money.
we don't want this
We can make it right. Make it right.
Hit me with the rhythm.
Make it right.
We can make it all right, yeah.
This is yours.
Make it right.
Thank you very much.
Running like a high.
Make it all right now. Hit me with the rhythm.
We can make it right.
All right.
We can make it right. You make it
There's a hole in the bucket. Something's gone wrong.
Okay, so have we got a duty to reduce debt? Okay, based on what you've just seen, a little tea table for and against, why might it be a good idea to reduce debt? Why might it be a bad idea to reduce debt? So when I say reduce debt, as in let people off paying it. So see what you come up with on your for and against table. Maybe bounce some ideas around from other people as well, on WhatsApp or Messenger or whatever. So do that now and then come back to me. So you'll need to pause me while you come up with as many reasons as you can think of why it might be a good thing for the UK to cancel the debt of developing countries and why it might be a bad thing. Okay, now we're going to stay on that table. I've got another clip for you to watch by Make Poverty History. So let's just watch this now and see if there's anything more you can add.
A child dies completely unnecessarily as a result of extreme poverty every 3 seconds. There we go. That's another one. Somebody's daughter. Somebody's son. And the thing is, all these deaths are avoidable.
Okay, I wonder how many of those people you recognised, albeit it was quite some time ago. So, moving over here. There we go. So, should wealthy countries cancel the debt of the developing world? Explain your thinking. So there's a structure here for you to work through. This is going to take you most of the rest of this lesson. Again, you're going to need to reference quotes on that. So think back to the quotes like treat others like to be treated, love your neighbour, made in God's image. I always go with those because they kind of fit most of what we're doing. We're doing a unit about fairness, don't forget as well. So there's some sentence starters there. You've got the rest of this lesson. Try and write as much as you can and then please photograph it and send it through to me. Before we get started on that, let's just recap our objectives. So we said it'd be good if we could describe the way that debt affects people. Hopefully you've got some ideas of that now. Great if you can talk about how debt could actually be really unfair and how some people just don't stand a chance of breaking free from it. And even better if we can evaluate if we can make a fresh start and if we should give a fresh start to people. And obviously with the world of COVID that we find ourselves in, we owe a lot of money as a country anyway, but does that therefore negate our responsibilities towards other people? So I'm going to leave it there. You've got that task to get on with. Thanks for your time. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Wash hands. God bless you. And I'll be seeing you soon.